Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. Meow. My name is Tanya, and today we're talking about how to understand planets in a birth chart based on their placement. And so by the end of this short video, we're going to be basically breaking down the significance of a planet in sign and in house, okay, as well as the ruler of the house that the planet is in, and that's called the dispositor. So by the end of this vid, you're gonna have just a nice understanding of that. But before I jump into it, if you're not subscribed already, please do, because we're here every single day with drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. So be here for it. And if this video brings you any value, make sure to hit the like button so that, the channel gets supported. Now, with that said, last announcement, I am offering an astrology course. If you feel inclined to take this even further, you can see the link down below. Now, as I said, planetary placement can really be boiled down to three primary factors. That is the sign that the planet is in the birth chart, or in the heavens at any given moment for that matter. The dispositor is going to be really important in that instance as well, because it's going to be helping you to understand what is actually going on in terms of the plot line playing out with that planet. So in other words, let's just ground this. You have, say, Mercury in Virgo, as we've seen in the heavens, right, recently here. But say you have Mercury in Virgo in your chart. So then you would want to say, well, the dispositor of Virgo is in fact Mercury. So the reason that is because Mercury rules the sign of Virgo, and it's in its own sign, okay? So how do you read that if it's like the Mercury is leading back to where it is, its own house or its own sign? You want to look at the house that it's in, the house that it is in within the chart. So say it's in the 8th house. Great. That's in the 8th house then, and therefore it's Mercury in Virgo, extra Mercury because it's in its own sign. The dispositor is Mercury in this instance, but it's 8th house type things, okay, and themes. So you want to read the layers, in other words, in the intersectionality. Now let's just have another example. Let's say it's actually Venus in Virgo, okay, that we're talking about in a chart. Then you're going to be like, okay, well, I'm reading Venus, right? If Venus is in Virgo, you want to go back and look at the chart and say, where is Mercury? So Mercury in that instance might be in Libra. Mercury in that instance might be in Leo. It might be different places in that birth chart other than Virgo, right? And so in that instance, if you have somebody with a Venus in Virgo and Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, right, is actually in Libra, a Venusian ruled sign, well then you have something very interesting called mutual reception, where the ruler of each sign is in the other. That's like a whole other ball game. Maybe I should do a video on that. Let me know if that's of interest in a comment if you feel so inclined. But if it was, say, that Mercury was on the opposite side of Virgo and it was in Leo, okay, that's going to be two very different expressions of that same Venus in Virgo placement. You see what I'm getting at? The dispositor, or the planet that rules the sign that the planet you're referencing or investigating further is in, that dispositor, the ruler of the sign that the transiting planet or the planet in inspection is in, is going to tell you a lot more about the expression of the planet that you're currently investigating. So let's just ground it even further within that same example. If the Mercury is in Leo, okay, that love expression is going to be more big and bold and out there in the world than you might immediately anticipate outside of like a Venus and Virgo placement, which is very like humble, right? And it's of service to a partner. And it could also be criticizing in different ways. But if you put the ruler of that in Leo, it makes it more romantic. It makes it more big and bold and classically kind of public in one's love. So There's a different variety, though, if you take that ruler Mercury and put it in Libra. And that's a little more socially inclined. And it's going to tell you more about how that person with a Venus in Virgo is embodying that through more of like their social sphere with their friends and their groups of people. Okay, whereas Leo might have some of that too, but Leo's more focused on the outwardly public nature of it all, if that makes any sense. So, I don't want to make this video too long, but again, if it brings you value, hit the like button, put a comment down below if you have any vid requests or just anything you found interesting in this video. And with that said, my friend, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.